Yes.
Yeah.
Boys.
Back.
With.
Another.
1.
4.
Review.
In the form of.
Dark Shredz.
By Alpha Neon. As you guys are probably well aware, we're actually the only review company to get this one out and basically deliver you guys an honest review. Looking at the products Alpha Neon have brought out in the past, it comes as no surprise whatsoever that this one looks to be another banger.
Unique AF label.
Yeah, so you know where you get your honest reviews, guys. It's here with us. Stay tuned.
And if you are new here, please do hit that subscribe button.
Hit that bell icon for all future reviews, and we've got a lot more coming out. Do like and do share it to your friends. It means the world.
It's
Taste and
mixability
with this. So we were lucky enough to get the flavour we thought we'd prefer, and that is the grape flavour. It also comes in lemon and lime flavour. So you know, they both sound good, to be fair. Obviously, we're only going to be able to comment on this one.
Us being a couple of grapists, we love grape flavour.
Let's do it.
And let me tell you, we have tried the trial version of this pre-workout as well. So,
and it's important to note that when we was lucky enough, to, as Craig says, get a pre-production trial version of this. Since then, they've actually added on an ingredient, so and that was good to say the least. So it's definitely worth staying tuned for this whole review. Great flavour to go down.
It's nice when you see a nice, unique product hit the market. You don't get it all too often.
Smells quite similar to their Neon Dreams.
Yeah, it does, don't it?
There it goes. Oh, that's much better, isn't it?
That's your first time trying it?
Yeah. Because we had the pre-production thing, and I don't think they've gone to too much effort to mask flavours and like mask the stims and whatnot.
So he's done a fantastic job giving about how much is in that. Different stims and fat burning ingredients.
I'd be happy. I've got a number in mind.
On the count to 3.
Yeah, go on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4.25. Very close again, but yeah, no, really nice. Yeah. I really like that.
As always, we'll let the mixability determine whether we go up that point or down that little bit. So if it's mixed fine, we'll go with a 4.25. If it hasn't, we'll go with a 4.
Has to be fair.
That mixed perfect, so 4.25 it is.
Really good. Good start.
Alright, it's dollar bills the old time. So let's figure out what this is all about price-wise. So on the official website, which is
Alpha Neon,
you can pick this up for $34.99 UK pounds, which translates to $43.76 US dollars.
Yes, straight off the bat, guys, you know, a medium-priced product, you know, an averagely priced, basically. But what you do need to remember is you are kind of getting 2 products in one with this. You're getting a fat burner and a pre-workout. It is a combination of the two. So you could argue that it's cheaper than buying the 2 separately if that's something you're into. What I will say is those fat burning components make that pre-workout quite strong. Move more into the effects section. 30 serving tub, that's important to mention, so a nice rounded number. You're going to last a month, you're not going to run out short. It is £1 and
16.
Yes, £1.16, Great British Sterling to go, or $1.45 for you US out there. 3.5 out of 5 on our scale. That stays consistent, which, to be fair, is a good price product anyway per serving.
Without even considering the fact, like Aaron said, 2 products in one.
Yeah, so that's another good point to this pre-workout is the price. You know, very nicely priced, really. 3.5.
Alright, so we're going to delve into the label. It's an 8 gram serving. First up, L-taurine, 1600 milligrams.
Yeah, and great start to the product. You know, that's general athletic performance, as well as some cognition sort of effects in terms of getting you in the zone, getting you ready. You know, it's a jack of all trades ingredient, and that's a nice dose straight off the bat. It's a very interesting label, so stay tuned for it.
Yeah, that is a good dose. We used to see in a gram, so it's well over.
Yeah.
Next up is L-carnitine L-tartrate at 1500 milligrams.
Again, guys, a mega dose. Normally you see just a standard L-carnitine at a gram, so this is 1.5 of the more potent different version. This version's been shown to be better for exercise performance, as well as putting blood flow up, so you're getting some pump from it, believe it or not. Now, the L-carnitine, the reason this is going to hit so hard is because it metabolises fat in the body, so it's going to give it a spike of energy too. So that's actually, in turn, kind of works like a stimulant in a strange roundabout way.
Nice. Next up is dandelion extract at 700 milligrams.
A natural diuretic. This is something bodybuilders use for when they're coming into their stage. It eliminates water from the body. It dries you out. It actually will give you a dry pump as well. It is something that might make you go to the toilet a bit more.
Yeah. And that moves us on to Kalonji, if I'm pronouncing that right, 500 milligrams.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of clinical studies. We've had to delve through the archives. It's not something we've seen in the pre-workout before, so we was very excited to see it. We've noted that it's a general health ingredient. It's an anti-inflammatory, it's an antioxidant, and it helps with stress. And it does also help with body fat, reducing it, so it's a fat loss as well. So it's one of those health ingredients that's really good at hitting multiple angles.
Nice, good to see it in there, makes sense. Next up, another very interesting one actually, horsetail extract at 500 milligrams.
And no, guys, that's not from the horse's tail, that's actually a plant. Its main component, interest to us is its weight loss abilities. Clinical studies have shown that it does help in burning fat straight from the body compared to a placebo group. So yeah, that's another nice one to see. Again, something we haven't seen before.
And next up is parsley extract at 500 milligrams.
Again, another exciting ingredient you do not see in the everyday pre-workout world. It has several benefits. Its most notable ones, however, it's good for asthma, so in turn we can tell that oxygen uptake is going to be improved, helping endurance in the gym. It's also been shown to help with digestion, something interesting, as well as helping with the liver and the kidneys, so it's a nice health ingredient.
That moves us nicely into cordyceps mycelium extract, 500 milligrams.
This is something we really, really do like. And if you guys remember, whoever's tried Maximum Carnage by the same company, they'll note that it was in that as well. For anyone who's ever used Pico 2, this is one of the main components of that. So we do know it's good for breathing problems, asthma, bronchitis, etc., etc. And the reason being, it's such a good ingredient for oxygen uptake. Another one, so it's going to help with endurance in the gym. It's a great ingredient.
And next up is caffeine anhydrous at 350 milligrams.
Yeah, we really like that dose. That's definitely going to give you a kick up the bum, get you ready for the gym. That's a main stimulant in all pre-workouts these days, really. 350 is a very, very nice dose. I'd say the real sweet spot.
A couple of cans of Monster, roughly. Next up is L-theanine at 200 milligrams.
This is effectively the scope to the rifle. So the rifle being the caffeine, the main stimulant, L-theanine really helps you target that stimulant effect.
Focus it in.
Yeah, and it prolongs it as well. So you won't get quite as much of a crash of that 350 when it does taper off towards the end of the workout. L-theanine's like a blanket, so it keeps it rolling.
Yeah, smooths over the jittery potential side effects of caffeine as well, so it's nice. And then we have willow bark at 200 milligrams.
A nice dose from all accounts that we can see. Again, guys, as you can see, this label's filled with a lot of things we do not see around every day. In fact, again, I don't believe we've ever seen this before. So more archives have to be delved into. It's actually the closest natural thing you can get to aspirin. And in that term, we can tell it's responsible for pain relief or pain reduction, anti-inflammation. So it's going to help you go past those pain barriers in the gym. It'll be interesting to see if it works, and do stay tuned for that effects section.
Next up is Forksy root extract, which is standardised to 20% forskolin, 200 milligrams in total.
Forskolin, again, something...
Not foreskin.
Oh dear. Again, something interesting that we have not seen before. There's a couple of really, really important benefits to it, however. The main one is weight loss, so it is something that's going to help you burn off the fat, hence dark shred. The name really tells you it all. As well as breathing uptake, oxygen uptake. Another ingredient for oxygen uptake. I tell you what, you're going to be breathing in the whole tree's atmosphere at this rate.
Respiration for days, bro. And then we have guarana extract, which is standardised to 22% caffeine, so that does actually bump the total caffeine up to 395 milligrams per serving, bear in mind. So 200 milligrams is what you're getting of guarana though.
Yeah, nice ingredient, a powerful, powerful stimulant. You know, the guarana extract is actually more powerful than caffeine. It has the same effects, it's a stimulant, you know, powerful, powerful combination of them two.
Right, so that should get you going right off the bat. And then next up is vitamin B, which is 200 milligrams. You know, pretty self-explanatory, helps the body with energy production and digestion. The next main ingredient is Panax ginseng, 75 milligrams.
A nice health ingredient, you know, that's been used for many, many a year. We do see this every now and again pop up in pre-workouts. Its main benefits is helping your endurance and your athletic performance in the gym, as well as stabilising blood sugar, which is something nice. So it does help with that anti-crash.
Nice. Next up is citrus bioflavonoids at 50 milligrams.
This has been shown to actually synergistically work with vitamin C, helping energy performance. You know, it's a nice ingredient, as well as helping with blood circulation. So it's going to help a little bit with pump, and it is an antioxidant as well. So it's nice to have it in there.
Nice. So you're starting to see all these ingredients tying in together nicely. Finishing off this long, unique label is Grains of Paradise at 50 milligrams.
Yeah, we don't often see that, but I tell you now, we've always had very, very good results with it. The reason being, it's a very good weight loss ingredient to have in there, as well as cognitive benefits. It's a nootropic. It will help brain function, and you know, we'll go more into it in the effects section, but it does give you that high, powerful energy feeling to it. So energy levels will be improved as well. Good ingredient.
Lovely. So that wraps up the label. Let's see how it comes together in training and in reality. So the part you've all been waiting for.
Effects of dark Shredz. You know, this was definitely something we was really interested to try. You know, we've always had great results with all the products, and we must mention again, we're not affiliated in any way, shape or form with Alpha Neon. We just really do like their products. They've never let us down. No. So we was excited to use this. As you guys probably saw in that label section, it is a completely standout label. Several ingredients we did have to research quite heavily to find out exactly what they did, how they did it, etc.
And on that note, because this isn't just a pre-workout, it's a fat burner and a pre-workout, we're actually going to be changing one of our segments that we look at. So we're going to be looking at stim/energy, fat burning capabilities and focus. So where do we start with this then?
We start with an obvious thing, and that is there's no beta-alanine in this product, so you do not get that itchy tingly feeling that we actually like.
Yeah.
But some people don't, and you know what, funnily enough, a lot of I've noticed from our review channel, obviously we get a lot of feedback. 9 times out of 10 girls don't like that that beta tingle, and maybe that was something that played into it, I don't know. While I'm on that subject, however, there is a misconception with this pre-workout. You guys might have noticed it already, and that is that because it's pink, because it's shiny and fancy, you know, it kind of might take away from the effect that it gives a powerful effect. You know, it's a lot of people will say it's a girl's pre-workout, and I think we have to quickly nip that in the bud. It's actually a very strong pre-workout that guys can definitely use. Don't be put off by that pink. I mean, that's just a good sales technique, and you know, it's going to do the job, I do believe.
In terms of power, it's sitting right alongside up there around the dark side region.
Absolutely.
So it's not a low power pre-workout by any means. So you know,
because of all those weight loss, fat burning ingredients in there, it does give you that high energy feel. You know, you felt it kick in even without that beta-alanine,
and an intense focus as well. Because a lot of fat burning ingredients tend to, in turn, seem to bump your focus up, don't they? And your cognition. You really do feel in the zone on this. Really do.
Mentioning that euphoria, I wouldn't personally say it's a happy euphoria. It's quite an aggressive pre-workout. It makes you feel like you really want to kill the weights.
Yeah.
You know, you absolutely dial in and focus and feel high on it. I do believe that's that Grains of Paradise. We've always had that high feeling, irate extreme, explosive ape. You know, there's a couple of others out there, but it does give you that high tunnel vision, aggressive weights, attack focus.
Yeah, not to an unhealthy degree
No,
either. A very
no.
usable, productive, and I'd go as far as to say this is one of the most productive pre-workouts we've used since starting the channel. No BS at all.
No, honestly not. And it's a focus and euphoria that builds up towards the end of the workout and carries on. I'm still feeling it now.
Yeah,
2
zero
hours
crash.
after.
Yeah,
The crash is not there. I think that's because of the cognition,
L-theanine as well.
nootropic effects. I'll be honest. To me, there's not a downside to it. It keeps the energy rolling. At coming on 400 effects of caffeine.
There's no peaks and troughs in the energy. It literally just comes up and stays there nicely.
You did mention, however, pumps weren't really going to be a factor we looked at, and I'd disagree partially because I did feel a good pump. I think there's a couple of things in there that help with blood flow, and because it is quite an attacking pre-workout, you do get a natural pump, especially if you have carbs in that day. It's going to put them to use. A couple of funny things we noticed: it makes you go to the toilet a bit more often than not. Those diuretic effects, it wants to shred that water out of your body.
And you'll be drinking a lot. I noticed that we both got through our jugs today, full litre, so it does get you drinking naturally because it's going to move that water around in your body, put it to good use with the carbs and whatnot.
Absolutely, and whether that's because of that reason that you're in the toilet more, it probably is that reason.
Yeah.
There is another side effect, and that is the sweats.
Yeah, you feel heated, you feel sweaty. Strangely, you also feel really powerful on this, and we actually mentioned that you don't really feel pain as much as normal because of some of those ingredients we mentioned do reduce pain. So you find yourself going to failure quite easily.
Yes, the stimulant effect of this pre-workout is very good. The focus side of it is very good. Now, who's it suitable for? It's obviously suitable for someone who wants to lose weight, hence the name Shred. If you're in the off-season as a bodybuilder, trying to put on weight, then it probably wouldn't be suitable for you. It really is for the shredding, on-season, contest prep, weight loss, it's all of those sort of things, and rightfully so.
And it does suppress appetite a bit as well. So after training, I don't particularly feel like I could go smash a massive meal right now. So it's going to be good for that reason as well. If you're dieting, you don't want to be snacking, that's going to help in turn to prevent that.
Absolutely, can't really say. I do believe we've delved into every aspect of it.
No negatives, it is what it says on the tin, basically. It does what it says.
Exactly that. Now, it's difficult to score out of 5 because there's a couple of things. I think because pumps are not quite as strong as normal, I would personally sit this at a 4.5 out of 5. So by no means is this a joke of a pre-workout. I would recommend it to a hell of a lot of people. It does sit up there with Dark Side. It perhaps is slightly behind it in terms of stimulant.
Yeah.
But weight loss is obviously up there. The euphoria side, I'd say the highness element is a bit higher.
Yeah, focus, energy, fat burning, and then if we're going to grade it on pumps, we'd obviously sit below the rest of the elements. But it's still, like you said, gets the blood flowing. You get a nice dry pump where you're putting so much effort into your sets. So guys, I'd recommend this to you. Girls obviously recommend this to you. It's an all-rounder pre-workout that very, very slightly lacks on pumps, but if you put that drive in, then you will get there. I can't say much more. It's an exciting product. I think they've nailed it. I really do. And rather than spending 20-30 quid on a fat burner, 20-30 quid on a pre-workout, boom, 35 quid, you get both of them. So we're not going to complain on that.
4.5 on effects, its highest scorer. It's that time, guys. It is final verdict on the new product by Alpha Neon, Dark Shred. Now, what did we think of it? We're going to roll through those scores on the doors and how we reviewed them. So we started off with the taste and the mixability, which
we gave a 4.25, so we pretty much got around the same score. Mixed perfect, tastes lovely.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to get on fine with it, no problems there.
And I want to mention that it's a great improvement on how we thought it would be. The reason being there's a lot of stims and a lot of bits and pieces in there that probably are hard to mask. So 4.25 was a great score, and it absolutely is doable.
It's going to appeal to a lot of people.
Yeah, then we move into the price of the product. Now, this was a bit difficult, and the reason it was a bit difficult is because there was two products in one, arguably. It's a fat loss product as well as a pre-workout. So it kind of gets you two things, bang for your buck. At $34.99 for 30 servings. You know, it was only £1.16 a go, or $1.45 for US guys. On our consistent pricing scale, it came out a 3.5 out of 5, a very respectable score to say the least.
And that's just rating it on pre-workout alone without counting the fat burning
Yeah,
benefits.
yeah.
So bear that in mind.
Moved into the most important part of any review. How does it work? How did it feel? Do check out that effects section, because I do believe we went very into depth in it, probably over the top in depth if anything. And it was actually its inline highest scorer. No, actually it was its highest scorer.
Yeah. At a 4.5 out of 5. You know, we did struggle to rate it down. We only said its only lacking factor would be pumps, really, and it's not even claiming to do pumps. So, you know, you could argue it's a 5 out of 5 if you don't factor that in, but for people that want a bit of pump, you know.
Even then, that was in there to a
Yeah.
degree. But yeah, 4.5, all of the things considered. We really do like it, and I can still feel it now. So do not think, because it's pink and shiny, that it's a weak pre-workout. It's not. Absolutely not.
It will shock you.
And that gives us an overall score of 12.25 out of 15. So a really, really good score. You know, it's up there with the best of them.
Yeah, solid. And like we always say, taste is discretionary. You might give that a 5 out of 5. And even on this review, particularly, price is also discretionary because of the reasons mentioned.
But yeah, solid scores. Again, Alpha Neon. Obviously, that comes as no surprise, as I mentioned to us. The products they're coming out with are second to none, really. Especially in the UK, as they're limited to ingredients. That's important to mention.
Thinking outside the box.
Great stuff.
So that does wrap up the final verdict. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Just a few more things to mention.
Yeah, one being obviously a massive thank you for Alpha Neon for giving us the top of this pre-workout to get reviewed for you guys. I really hope we've done it justice, especially in that label section, because there's several ingredients in there that we haven't seen before. You know, we did put a bit of time studying them, finding out what they do and how they affect the body. Obviously, we don't have Uncle Rick to fall back on for his expert opinion. Had to be said. We feel like we've done it justice, and something actually Alpha Neon did say to us is be brutal on it. They'd rather our honest opinion, and I do think we have been brutal on it. You know, as best as we can. We've broken it down in that effects section to the best of our ability. So yeah, something we did want to mention, obviously. Do give _ Georgie Fit a follow on Instagram. She's working very heavily with Alpha Neon in promoting this product, and Amino G. That's something else we do want to get reviewed for you guys at some point, sooner or later. Sooner the better, really.
Yeah.
But you know, they're doing a great job. It's an exciting product. You know, all you have to do is look at the label. Don't just think we're BSing. Look at the label. Tell us a product you've seen that's very similar. I don't think you will. What more can be said, Craig?
Well, we're the only company with this for review as far as I'm aware, so you're not going to see this anywhere else being reviewed, at least not anytime soon. So please do give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let us know your thoughts in the comments, really.
Yeah, thanks to Alpha Neon and Georgie Fit for trusting us to get an honest review out for you guys. Gonna break it down. Thank you guys for watching along. Please do share this video around, you know, tag your friends in it and whatnot. Do give it a thumbs up. Do subscribe as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, that means the absolute world to us. It's because of you guys that we've got this rolling as well as we have, I'd like to hope to say. Thanks for watching along. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, mean the world to us, all of you.
Amino the world.
Amino the world.
And as always,
stay
stimmed
and
shredded.
And you will on this one, guys. This is a powerful, powerful product.